start with a little bit of blessing. A little blessing this evening. Right. I'm very pleased to be here this evening in North Central Canada. It's a constituency that I have a distinguished history with the Labour Party. I have a name like Sir Donald Sangster, former Prime Minister, Percy Broderick, Prentice Charles, and today you have young Robert Morgan leading a constituency that has been part of the foundation of the Labour Party. So I assume that the second term for Robert is in the making. In fact, the history of this constituency is that I think if I said the PNP, the other side buried one time, it was always a Labour Party bastion, and we expect to see it continue in the column. I'm here this evening as the General Secretary and as the Minister of National Security. First, I want to assure the Rock River team that I expect North Central will be in the winning column. Part of my job is to ensure over the next few months that the party is ready when the party leader ring bell and call school and we're going to government for the third term. You have to organize yourself, prepare, have the good meetings, have the vibes and everything, but organize to deliver the votes on election day. And we're going to do that. I've been going across the country and I can get the sense of commitment and the vibe getting in the Labour Party. As I've got up with the constituency, everybody said, boy, my time now to get organized and prepare and tell them other side, keep themselves quiet and go back to where they were in opposition. But I want to make a few comments. First on the politics. There have been polls going around the place and talking about the middle. There's a very interesting one on Saturday. Not talked about. I find it very strange. They said they are fallen significantly, and I won't go into that. Other polls say we are ahead comfortable. But there are little one in the newspaper that said that the people of Jamaica said the right party to run the government for the next 5 years is the Labour Party. And they notice that. In other words, Jamaicans are saying the best person to run the country is Andrew Horace and the Labour Party. Yet they have a poll saying, I'm going to vote for the other side. Jamaicans no fool. The Jamaicans no fool. Jamaicans want the best party, the best person to lead the country and lead the country to prosperity. So we have the best leader, you have the best party, you have the best policies, you have the best program, you have the best everything. Who you expect to be in government? Something wrong with them numbers there, but I won't go into that. Must want something wrong. This evening in Rock River, come to give my support to young Member of Parliament Robert Morgan, and I want to recognize the members of the platform, the many councillors, some the current and private councils, including my friend Sakal. I don't call him as you were Sakal. The big man, the Don for Rock River. Sakal. And councillors from North Central, former G2K president, Warren Newby, and the deputy leader, Mr. Michael Stern, former mayor, Mr. Murad, and others. We gather that my message to you is that Andrew Horace, this Prime Minister, has done the best job of carrying this country to a crisis of COVID-19 and is leading this country into a new phase, a transformation for prosperity for Jamaicans. But the question I want to make, and my single point this evening, then two things. One, you have the most caring leader of a country, and Andrew Horace. I talk about crime, but I want to point out one simple thing. You have been going around the country in the last few months handing out proposals. Some people don't like to talk about them enough because it's one whole house for a poor family. Everybody like to hear about spread the zinc sheet to protect you from rain and plywood, build up a little thing. That is part of it. You have to repair the poor people's houses, give them zinc sheet. But when you are able to, as a government, and to a very poor person, an entire new house costing $8 million. It shows a level of respect and concern that has never been seen by any leader in the history of the country. I hear about the little man in North Central country, Jalaid. Who knows Jalaid? Jalaid is a 1 foot. He is diabetic. He's a poor, humble Jamaican, poverty-stricken. But Andrew Horace is willing and able to reach out, build them a house costing over $8 million, putting him inside there that he can sleep in comfort. Wherever anytime they share the country. That shows care, respect, and concern for every single Jamaican, whatever station you're from. That is the message every one of you must take from here. The government of the Labour Party, led by Andrew Horace, care about poor people. It's not a talk business, you know. We're not talk shop. We're not talk and work. We demonstrate it in real life. Because the Prime Minister came to Rock River, came to North Central Carolina, and give the house to the little poor man. That man never think he would see a Prime Minister in his entire life. Prime Minister was there because he cares. He traveled across the country. He came to my constituency. He has identified that across this country there will be 6,000 people living in desperate conditions. They're not in a condition to go into an infirmary. They're not, but they have property, access to property, and a family to look after. They have to be provided with that decent home. You see, when that man get that safe home, concrete now, he can sleep in comfort. The rest of his family struggling, has lost one struggle, and now they can focus on improving their lives. And much of the programs that emerge from the policies of the Labour Party that Andrew Horace has put together is to make Jamaica a better place and to make poor people more comfortable. He did parks, whether it's in Park in Portmore, big small parks, having the beach in Montego Bay where everybody can go relax, enjoy as a family an evening of walk and recreation. So, message number one, there has never been a Prime Minister, a party leader that has shown so much genuine concern for the quality of life of poor Jamaicans since before Andrew Horace. Let me talk about my own subject. To do all of this, you have to run the economy right. That's why he's the better government, the better person of the government. Not only build house for poor people, build more highways, build more roads, building hospitals, building schools across the island. Now you start the Spark program is $40 billion. Jeep was 10 million. 10 million. The Jeep tire puncture as you go on the road. Spark is crackling along, and we'll get more spark and more spark as we fix roads across the country. We build highways because you run the country right and we can have money to spend. You have to understand, when you talk about fiscal balance, all it means for you as a man, if you're working a little bit money, even a small money, you learn to spend what you earn. And that's what fiscal balance means. You don't spend money and waste it, because if you spend more money than you earn, you're going to go bankrupt. You're going to end up in debt, and people run you down, and you go hungry sometimes because you can't find food. Because you have to pay the debts. That is all simple how you run the country properly. But let us go to a big topic. Everybody, the country accepts crime is a major problem. Not since we came to power. Not since 2016 or 2007. It has been with us a long time. For some reason, Jamaica fall into a rut where we were killing each other in large numbers. Since 2000, we have not had a single year less than 1,000 murders. And across the country, people are cutting up each other, but they're violent. Come out of the pressures of the 70s, you know what's government then? The violence increased exponentially. It came in power for a short time, didn't settle. But the violence became intolerable. Jamaicans were shooting each other. stabbing each other, cutting up each other in this very parish. And there was a sense of hopelessness under the leadership of this Prime Minister, who called me to take charge of a ministry which nobody else wanted. It was seen as the most difficult job in the entire country. A friend of mine called me in the morning after the point and said, Dr. Chang, you have taken the most difficult job in the country. It was my new commissioner of police, and he said, I take the second one because you can dismiss the commissioner, I can dismiss you. The Prime Minister can. But we looked at the problem and realized we had to stop this mayhem. But to do it, you have to have the right programs. We want to ensure Jamaicans can live in a peaceful and orderly society. That's the commitment of Andrew Horace. But to do it, you have to invest in the police force. You have to invest in the people. So we have all two programs. We have expanded our social security program not only through the Ministry of National Security, but in all areas. Another time we can speak on that, to reach out to humble people, including the hope housing, including poor leave, including economic grants, work in the schools. But to get there, we have to stop the gangsters and the criminals killing Jamaica. And we set about to develop a police force that had the strength, the tools, and the character to defeat the criminals. I'm not going to show victory tonight, not yet. But we are in a good place, and we can see the results. This very parish, in 2023, the reduction in crime in Clarendon was at about, I'll tell you the number. It came down to 63, which is a reduction of nearly 40%. This year, so far, we are behind because we have a police force in Clarendon working to protect people. And across Jamaica, today we are 30% behind last year. Because in the month of February, for the first time in recorded history of crime, and the way we do it, we had 47 murders across the whole island. 47, the lowest in over 25 years. I represent a tough constituency. And in November 2006, we had 47 murders in 1 month. In the constituency. In the constituency. Today we can speak of 47 across the island. And as we move on to develop, strengthen the police force, you can again expect humble Jamaicans, like those of you in North Central Clarendon, can go back and play domino under the pizza and no worry, go drive back. Can go back to prime meeting in the evening and Wednesdays and Thursdays and you walk home late at night and gain the town away about running car because the criminal on the bottom of the road. I want to show you, with the support of the Prime Minister, we're able to build a police force that can deal with the criminals out there. And we can say to those criminals, they're still out there. Especially not calling victory. A bad night last night, they're still out there wanting to shoot people. But this police force, with the tools we have given them, the numbers we have, we'll find them, take them home. If they either come to the judge or the Prime Minister say, I'm going to put them someplace else because we're getting them off the street one way or the other. It costs a lot. We didn't sit down and talk. Like some said, put more boots on the ground. Policemen not boots. You can take them off a shelf and put down. Others said, the proximity policing, but all they had in the force. When we took the force, there were under 12,000 men and women in the Jamaica Police Force. You need more than that to reach across the country. And we set about to spend the resources, identify and recruit additional police officers. So today we have 14,000 police officers in uniform. Some of the best and brightest Jamaicans committed to creating peace and public good order in this country. That is a direct result of a policy and a plan by the government. It didn't happen overnight. We have to set out to spend the money, to find the resources, to train the officers in the right way. and provided training programs to expand the skill set in the force. In addition to that, we provided them in transportation. When I became minister, the police force had 16 brands of motor vehicles, including Fiat, Mini, and some bigger cars that were driving around. Some of them had 3 different tires, and most of them were parked in some police yards without any of them. We set about to give the police a set of vehicles, police vehicles. You see them driving around, not that they look good because they are in good condition, but they have in there the computers, not only to track them, but to monitor activities. So the police vehicle is part of the tool that they use to fight crime. We are headed to a bad scene. We have not completed the job with that yet, but I think this month, Rocky was supposed to get a police car last week. Moko get one, and Chapter will get another new one, and we have many new ones in Nepen. And I want to advise you, even if you don't have a police vehicle immediately here in the station, the way they have reorganized the force with the operational support team, the fugitive apprehension team, they can deploy their teams across the parish to track down the criminals who are moving around everywhere. Think them alone have car, police are better vehicles, we have better trained men, better equipment, we track them down, find them and stop them. We have changed the station. If you have a station, we're going to build a station in Moko. We are acquiring the land now, and we're building stations across Jamaica. We build station in Portland too. I really do it tonight because while we have to have we'll have an exciting campaign. I wanted to leave here with the facts that your government, because we care about your life, we care about your quality of life, we care about people, we invest in the activities that protect you and bring benefit to humble people across the nation. We build out our whole fleet of policemen for the first time. You see police cars driving, the fleet of vehicles that provide them with, they can respond. And the pickups we have here, they can go all across the park. Even though the roads some born bad, they drive them through them. We are organizing the police to be able to go anywhere in Jamaica, track the criminals, deal with them one way or the other. If they come out, we take them to court. System. Walk across here, sir. Take the batch, the chance and the go in. They fix in the courthouse, you know. So while if the man shoots out the police, they set already. If they get shot, the police are trained well, and I expect if a man take on the police, we're going to take him on. But we're not out there like sometimes they used to build up spots to go shoot down Jamaicans. No. So we are building up entire criminal justice system. We have new legislation, we're building new courthouses, and we have court, and we're fixing the old one, and we're providing the technology to the courts and to the police. This police today is the most technologically advanced police force anywhere across the Caribbean. We've not only given them motor vehicles, the police cannot communicate across the island. When I became minister, if the policeman in Chapter wanted to talk to somebody in Maypen, he might drive without to go talk to him. As if they could find a pigeon, we could find out with a message. Those days are done. We communicate easily across. When a policeman apprehends someone in Maypen, he got a computer and he put the name in and he can check and find if the man is wanted in Kingston or Negril. We have provided your modern police force and we are building out further. We are putting in place new facilities to ensure that technologically our police is the most modern police force in this region. And we are trained and recruited them. I'm not going to tell you that we make them rich. That's not true. But we have a better payment structure. What I mean by that? When the other side was in, and they called the paycheck and they make noise about put more boots in places because they didn't have any. They didn't have enough policemen, they weren't training. I said that expression of disrespect. That they're trying to use policemen. I'm not trying to do that politically. I tell them over and over. I give them the tools, give me peace and good order, I will do the politics, not them. We will do the politics, not them. Just give us good order in the society. Recruiting. We have some of the best and brightest people recruited. And among the reasons that we sat down with them and we structured the salary properly. Let me tell you what used to happen, you know. They used to come and give the policeman a little allowance here, a little allowance there, a little thing there. And say they have a little more money in their pocket. But when they retire into poverty. They retire into poverty because the salary was minimum. You can talk the numbers. They were maybe taking home $3 million a year, but the salary which they get the pension on was on $1 million. So when they retire and go home and get $600,000 a year, it was retiring into poverty because that can't even pay water rate, much more light bill and buy food. We restructured that they could have their salary as one package, and even when it's relatively small, when they retire, they got a decent amount of it as pension. Ask any officer today, so that today young men and young women can look at the police force as a career, and we are getting some of the best and brightest in the police force, and that's why we can perform so well. And our commissioner of police, a young man, he did a degree in maths and computer and went on to do his PhD to lead our force, one of the most qualified officers in any part, certainly most qualified in the Caribbean and one of the most qualified anywhere in the Americas today, to lead our force effectively so that we can restore peace and good order. We have started. Last year said we got a 20% reduction. We have started on a downward trend. February, this month, we can record the lowest number of homicides, which means the lowest number of murders in the history of Jamaica for the last 30 years. Check the numbers. Your government led by Andrew Horace, has provided the police with the tools, equipment, and recruited the numbers that we can say to you, we will restore order. So the man said, time soon. What time come? Soon you can sleep with the door open and take off the burglar bar then. Oh, surely right. I want to commend the officers because doing the job is hard work. The government recognize that. And we work with them. That's why we want to build better station, that at least when they go to the station there's some comfort. We stop taking down the leaky station then. Give them better vehicles. Their job is tough. And I can only invite you all as constituents, cooperate with the police, work with them. Pre-lance is a bad thing. They go out there, but I know not kind of some of the man have come through now. We had a few murders here when it was bad. So we expect you work with the police officers. We know they're not perfect, but they're good. And we accept that. We as a government, we're not perfect, but we are the best. So we say about the police too. We're not seeking perfection yet, we are only human. But we are working hard, and they're working hard. I can urge you, cooperate with them. We have to take steps to control the space. You cooperate with this police force. Work with them. You will find that not only the murder rate go down and down as it is right now because with their strength and organization, they're getting the murderers. But we want to see good order, peace and safety in our community so we can drive around again, play the domino on the pizza, go to prayer meeting and go home late, feel good walk on the street, and have you look up at your house and you don't have to know where that man come through. It's still a risk out there, so keep in touch with the police. But we are getting there, and I'm comfortable and confident that this police force is restoring good order, restoring public safety, and going to get the murder rate down and down. And it's not only the police depending on, I want to tell you. We're investing in our schools, we're investing in youth, and together, we're going to come together that we have the kind of order that Jamaica can do. My friends, laborers in North Central Clarendon, I am not here to give you a message, because I know you know what to do already. I know when time comes, you're going to restore Robert Morgan, Mr. Morgan, as your member of Pawezi. It's a seat that paid under the bar one time. We know so don't pay no person. So we don't deal with that. And we're going to make sure that North Central Clarendon can contribute to bringing home the others. Influence North, Northwest, and link up with Central and take the South. That we can tell all 6 of them in Clarendon and assure Andrew Michael Rhodes that he can give to the Prime Minister as our best Prime Minister, the better Prime Minister, the better man to lead the country, for the better policies, the better programs, and work harder than any other Prime Minister I've seen on the road daily to meet, engage his people in a positive way and restore, not only restore public order, but bring prosperity. We don't talk about it enough, create jobs. Jobs is the first thing to make a man independent. We know that the salary first the right amount of it. But when you earn something every week, it's a different thing when you have to go walk, hustle and beg. That's not it. I'm going to give you a small story finishing up my presentation. But that's a good job me. I used to see as a doctor all the women who work in the garment sector. I want to listen to the story. And I had a family. That was my patient. And a little thing happened. The lady come to me every week, problem. And I don't tell the fool so much, she come in, she having a big problem. Because she get a little job, she's at low wage. But the first time as a woman of nearly 30 years, working and getting a regular money every week. The boyfriend used to work as a mechanic, get money up and down. Some week 30, some week 20, some week 40, some week a little bit. But he'll get the money. But himself called her. And I want the woman to hear me. I'm quiet because she said, well, you look like you have man. What do you mean by that? She said, Dr. Chang, when I get my little money every week, I can plan. I buy my own little perfume. I buy my own little thing for myself to make feel good. The boyfriend, he the big money, save it to fix the house, expand the house, pay the school fee. So I look better because I just buy what I want. I don't have to go to everything. Before that, I don't beg me. Maybe I want that piece of underwear, I go beg the boyfriend. But me not going to do it now. I like change. I have to call him in and talk to him. Because by that little amount, I'm just start saving, add to the family saving, build their life better. Because earning an income on a regular basis every week is the first step to become an independent individual. So you can walk and you buy the MPL drink if you choose, even though it's small, because you are now earning your own money. And when you start there and you earn more by sticking to the job to get promotion, or you save a little bit in your partner. Because partner and progressive, you know what it is, and save and build yourself till you're earning more. Getting a job is the most important element in making yourself independent and getting prosperity. You can't prosper unless you're earning money. This is what the government has done. So today we want to take the message up there. Under the JLP, we make a safe society. We ensure you have a work to make a decent living and that you can enjoy the living in peace and prosperity. God bless you, love you. North Central Clarendon. Show up. Our labor life.
Jamaica! Let us vote for a better Jamaica! Jamaica!